Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Jets 0. Brandon McManus will kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, it's Kramer. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him, and that play he simply dropped it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Wilson. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
In motion left is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
The Jets at 4-8 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. from the shotgun. Wilson. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back. Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right? That's a zinger.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Jets. So he had a nice run to get him down there. He was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there. What you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Take it in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Hamler now on the return.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, You've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and you'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Jets 49, Broncos 28. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
The Jets take over first and 10. At their own 9-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. And the tight end goes in motion left. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. In motion left is Wilson. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by DJ Reed. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Up the middle they go. Kramer. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Second and 11 now.
Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down. Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Throwing again on second and 10. Wilson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Quentin Williams
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To the right side, incomplete to Washington.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Moore, the man in motion. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on third down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Wilson. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip up a huge gain like this with his legs. A championship effort from that man under center.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Wilson. Flush to his right. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I had no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear